Hey guys, it's Tuesday. What's going on? What's good? What's happening?
Damn, I hate Tuesdays.
Tuesdays are the worst day. That's why we decided to upload it on Tuesday, is to make everyone's worst day of the week a little bit better.
It's true. Here's why Tuesday is the worst day of the week, okay? Because Monday, you're anticipating it. So you can prepare for the Monday because you know you got the Sunday ready. Your mind is ready for a Monday.
Hear me. I actually like a Monday.
You can beat a Monday. Yeah, because it's a start to a new week. Something good can happen on a Monday. Good. You get to see your colleagues.
Yeah.
For some people, that's good.
That's you.
Exactly.
For me.
Exactly. But a Tuesday. Now, think about. Break it down. Tuesday. It's the day after Monday. Okay, so we're not getting anything fresh. It's nowhere near.
That's good insight. You know.
Nowhere near the
Tuesday is the day after Monday. I like that. You always drop in value on this pod.
They never thinking about it like that.
Yeah.
Always thinking Tuesday is Tuesday. But if you think about Tuesday as the day after Monday, it completely changes your perspective and outlook on life.
Wow.
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption type beat. Anyway.
Do you know why it's called a Tuesday as well? Just to interrupt.
That's crazy. You interrupt me.
No, but you know why it's called Tuesday.
Why is it called? Why is it called?
It's because back in the 1500s, they used to have market traders, and they would be able to choose the products at the market for them to buy, but they were only able to do it on Tuesdays. So obviously, market traders they're all through the week, but everyone else was like.
So how they choose? What's the story behind Wednesday then?
He's fucking chatting shit. So what? Before the 1500s, it just wasn't called Tuesday, then was it?
No, it was just a blank. They just called it day.
Monday.
It was called day after Monday.
Day. Hey!
Anyways, look, Chip. Obviously, we're supposed to start this pod at 11, but something popped up that you were telling me about last night. What's happened?
So, this is my bad. I accidentally double booked, but got my boys some dog training. So, dog trainer came over to our gaff. I was going to I booked in group training, right? And I think that's where you take your dog and there's like a bunch of other dogs and there's like one room or whatever. It's like a class, whatever. Yeah. And then I was like, damn, I don't want to have to talk to anyone else. So I was like, I said, Sabina, can you change it to private? I had to pay an extra £120.
Fuck, man. We don't even have any ads on this pod, by the way, so that's just a straight expense.
You couldn't be asked to chat to people. That is the only reason.
You know what it is? People, look, I use a lot of my energy just chatting to like my friends and stuff throughout the day, so I don't have time to chat to.
That's the richest shit I've ever heard.
That is
I use all my energy just goes on me just chatting to
important people.
No.
Yeah. So when I have to deal with normies, I try and avoid that.
Let me explain, because I think it makes sense, right? You guys, you know how energetic I am when I'm around you boys, but imagine that's trying to keep that social battery going and then doing it outside of work. Fuck me.
Most people have to do that, bro. That's called life for most people.
Nah, you can avoid that easily. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You just fucking stay at home. You don't have to go.
Yeah, but that's not a healthy way of life.
You don't have to. No, it's not really. But
you're a working class man, Chip. Come on. You got to think better.
He's the least working class bloke ever.
I was a working class man back in the day. Obviously, I'm not now. Read the room, prod.
Read the room, prod. You're sat with a bunch of millionaires, mate. Have a fucking rest.
I fucking wish.
Me too. I wish.
I genuinely got 50 quid in my personal account. I saw it the other day.
What? So wait. Anyways, you're dog training. So what's wrong with your dog?
Oh, I also got charged 80 quid for unarranged overdraft.
Really?
Yeah, loads. You know when you get that text, you're just like, fucking hell.
No, you know what mine is? I get a notey and it says, you have exceeded your limit. Charges will occur after 12 p.m. So make sure you put that money in it before 12. Damn. That's what it's telling me. And so always what I like to do, I like to just leave it 11:55, and I'm just there just so you know, NatWest, I'm about this. Yeah. I got the money. I transferred the money.
It's scary. I can't even transfer money. I just.
Well, you get one of them shark clones, the ones that you have to pay back triple what you borrowed.
Yes. Now, what was it that happened to me recently? Oh, fuck, man.
We shouldn't be laughing about that. Come on, tell me about your dog. Why do you need training?
Nah, let's talk about money problems.
Come on.
What was we talking about?
Your dog. Well, why do your dog need training?
Oh shit. Well, yeah, just a yapper, innit? He's so when we're walking, he will just kind of go for anyone and everything and just bark at them relentlessly. So found out today he don't like eye contact with strangers.
But what about Alfonso?
A big sign there. Don't look my dog in the eyes. It's a basilisk.
That motherfucker real go for you, man. No, but you can't look at him in the eye.
Bro, he's so small. What do you mean?
I'm not even talking.
You think I'm getting alphaed by a fucking little dog?
No, I'm not talking on like a sexual thing. I'm talking about, not like on a eye contact, like seduce me. I'm talking more like you're crossing a barrier.
Right. Okay. So he doesn't like eye contact.
Don't like eye contact.
It's like monkeys.
And I think because he's grown up in like a real busy place where it's just the roads are rammed, he's not used to it, and it's kind of hard for us to take him out anywhere where it's.
Yeah. But I would have thought that'd be better when they're younger. They just get accustomed to it.
She's saying it does happen. That's fine with some dogs, but some dogs are just shit themselves, and he is shitting himself. So we got to take him out into a courtyard and build him up a little bit. Okay. Gonna change the lead, stuff like that.
You got a body
he's
one,
not he's not sleeping enough apparently. So she said,
"Get him a whoop, bro."
Get him a whoop.
Yeah, he's not gonna recover.
Yeah, use my code though.
Woof band.
How did he get his own?
Nah, that's mad.
This is crazy. No, but anyway, so she said he's not getting enough sleep. I said, how much sleep? She said, how much sleep is he getting? I said, probably getting about 10 to 12 hours a day. Because he's sleeping when we sleep, which is 8 hours, and then he's sleeping throughout the day, naps, whatever. She said, nah, he needs 18. I was like,
so 18? You're telling me this dog's only functioning
I was
6
like,
hours
18 hours, like, what's bro doing in 6 hours? Like, you can't even do anything in 6 hours.
How's he going to do his chores?
Exactly, like, it's fucking,
what the big thing
1 hour on coffee?
Listen, hear me out here. Like, he can get that 18 hours of sleep, but how much of that is restorative sleep? You got to be thinking about it like that.
Exactly. But that's what she said. She said, make sure he's getting his REM sleep. Otherwise, she did, but she was saying the sleep was the important thing. He's probably like agitated for the day. And I was just like,
but is that not on him? Surely a dog will just go to sleep.
I think you can she was explaining that you can do things to help him be more relaxed that will get him into more of a sleep state. So we're going to change up the toys. Like right now he's chewing on this little animal skin shoe. But it's raw hide, so she said just get normal hide. There's just loads of little things. Yeah. She's going to change the food. She said eventually
that will be a big thing.
Off this food, off this kibble, she'd give it to us, but I forgot what it is.
Is it a raw food diet?
Changing the treats, not raw food yet, I don't think.
He might be too young.
And just changing the treats, but yeah, everything like that. But yeah, he barks a lot, and he's nice when you come into the house. Like for you, he'd be fine because he met you before, but like other people, he's like scared of them. A little bit, and he's biting a lot, but that's just puppy mouthing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
the last thing you want is that like when they get older and they're still biting though. That's
yeah. So we're just trying to make sure we're ahead of it because we don't really we can YouTube and research as much as we want, but it's our first talk, so we don't know. We're not fucking geniuses with that kind of shit, obviously. And all
right, so the first training session go well?
Yeah, it was good. Like we learned a lot from it. So Sabina's at home now doing a little teaching him.
Happy days.
And then I'll go
because he's got to come into the office because we're going to do a dog pod.
Well, that's what I mean. I was like, I can't have him on this podcast. It will not be possible because he'll be barking too much. Like he sees a guy like Proddy. I actually think you're gonna kill him. No, I'm serious. Nah, because he hates certain guys. No, seriously.
So maybe that's like an aura detection.
Yeah. I've got aura, so he don't like
me. He can clock. He knows you're a bum. He can smell it on you.
You're a shitty arsehole. A mile off. Obviously, we had to ramp up some of the content. We just dropped the Buckmore charity race on Fellas Loaded.
Also, yeah. So I was gonna say, so if you ain't got Fellas Loaded yet, that's fine. I know some of you don't want to get it. You can't afford it. You don't want to spend the money on an app like that because you've already got a lot of apps. That's fine. However, Fellas Loaded has been out for a month now, and there is a lot more content on there than at the start as a subscription-based app will be. So maybe now it is for you. So
let me tell you, let me just quickly talk about the Buckmore charity race. Yes. Yeah? So it was, in my team, I had myself, Max Fosh, and Matt Plum.
Matt Plum.
And you had Arthur TV and Lewis.
Yes.
Bro, right, so the way this worked, let me just say this. So you bid for your position in the start of the race. Like a special and so it's a silent bid or like a blind bid. Yeah. So you write down. So I said, right, 300 quid.
Yeah.
That's gonna get me that's gonna get me in the front row.
Yeah.
It didn't. Do you want to know why it didn't, Chip? And I don't know who the fuck you thought you were doing this. Tell them how much you spent.
I spent £1,000.
You spent £1,000 to get, and then no. This is the worst part. Now, if you spent £1,000 and you put yourself in the cart and you gave yourself a real advantage, I'd have said more power to you. Do you know what he did? He spent £1,000 and he put Lewis Bowden in the cart. Mistake. He started in pole position, and I'm not going to ruin it, but something insane happened. And I'll leave it at that. Go watch it on Fellas Loaded.
That's a good point.
But because
you know my thought behind
I'm screaming inside.
Can you know my thought behind £1,000 is I thought, right, we're at a motorsport event here, and motorsport is generally full of quite wealthy people, and I was like, I need the content here. I want to get this team on front row because it's going to be good, right? So I thought $1,000 is going to be what it takes, and it
was by about double.
What do you start third, right? You started third. So
I started third, and the person that started in second paid 500.
Damn. So what I did was, I doubled him, bro. Sorry about that.
Congrats to your dog, by the way. I got a bigger congrats.
To Mina.
To Hardest Geezer, man.
Yeah.
Completed it, mate. The second man to run the length of Africa.
Second?
No, he's the first. Dog.
You lot not reading Twitter the way I'm reading it?
I can't. They deleted
about to wring his neck.
They deleted that tweet.
I'm sorry.
They bottled it.
Tweet, by the way, was so jarring. First of all, so there's a bit of drama around his achievement. I'll explain it to people that aren't chronically online. Like
you got to come in, man. You've missed out. You got to intro it.
Yeah.
What the tweet was. You need to bring in the context. Go!
That's what I'm going to do. Huh? Why did you make a noise like that?
It's like a segue into it. Hey guys, time for the context. Go!
Does anybody understand what he's doing?
He just has this weird fascination with eagles and like American eagles.
That's so fucking true. That's so true.
All right. Anyways, let me just keep my thing going on here because I'm talking real stuff right now.
Go!
If you don't know who Hardest Geezer is, he has run the length of Africa, all the way from South Africa, 16,250 kilometers, all the way up the west coast of Africa, pretty much, and into Tunisia, I believe, is where he finished. And he put out like the same, like a few days away, and then like this. First of all, I don't even know why the fuck there is this like committee or whatever the hell it is, but it's like this runners organization came out and said, nah, you're not the first to do it. There was another guy, a Danish fella, who ran the length of Africa, and everyone was there like, well, first of all, there were some weirdos on Twitter that were like, lol, like, can't believe it. And those people were just so jarring. I know they're sat at home like, like bathing in their own grease, right? But anyways, the second point is, it's not even true. Like, this Danish guy that did it, he went all the way down from Egypt down through South Africa, then walked across water down to South America, and then ran all the way up America. By the way, an incredible feat by itself and its own separate achievement. But he did not run the full length of Africa.
Nah, he didn't.
That is Egypt down to South Africa. Now, Egypt is up in North Africa. That's valid. But he didn't do point to point.
Yeah, because
that's what Hardest Geezer done. And he is the first person to do that.
Most southern point to the most northern point.
Yeah, and he is the first person to do that. So yes, Hardest Geezer is the first person to do it.
I think I've been to the most southern point.
In South Africa? When you did your holiday there?
Yeah. So is that...
The Cape of New Hope, it's called.
Is that... So he started there?
Yeah. Have you been there?
Yeah, because you go there and there's like a sign and shit. I went there with Harry. It was quite cool.
So anyways, he's done this. In incredible feat, you know, we'll have to get him on the pod at some time. I'm sure he's got some really crazy stories. And he's gone to do this finishing stuff. And now in the last week, I'd say the media have sort of latched on, really found the story. Sky News even sent a fella out there, like interviewing him, like good for him. He managed to get his donations all the way up. I mean, it must be about 800 grand now.
Yeah, I think it's like 750 or something.
Yeah, which is incredible considering, I'm not even joking, only a couple of weeks ago, it was about 200
Yeah, it shot up in the final week as he was coming in.
It's a little bit of a shame that they only really found this a week.
I think they knew about it, but
it's always going to be like that. Nobody's going to be tracking a story like this for just under a year. It makes sense that they're there when he's coming to completion. But it taken how many days to do it? 350 something.
Just short of a year.
Yeah, 352 days.
Yeah.
He traveled through 16 countries, and in the time he ran 385 marathons. Go and check out his Strava. It is one of the most insane things that I've ever seen. The guy is doing over a marathon a day. And you know, that alone is an incredible feat. But then you want to tag on top of the fact that you're doing this in Africa where the conditions are brutal. We're talking about a pasty ginger guy doing this. Absolutely insane.
God, his final one was actually quite quick compared to his others. He did a 6:05.
I think on that
pace.
final
with that
one,
adrenaline, you're gonna fly.
Like, if you're on that final one, and it's like, you're coming into that final day, it's like, you know what? Now I'm gonna give it the beans.
Yeah.
What a true. I mean, this is a real case of mind over matter.
Yeah.
And a massive congratulations to him. And a load of people went out there. Like I said, you had the mainstream media went out there to go celebrate it. Quite a few YouTubers were out there. I saw Zach Alsop, a longtime friend of his. Happy Hour went out there. Quite a few people. Oh, what's the name of that Charlie?
Parsons went out.
Parsons. I've seen him out there.
Parsons. Why do I?
He's a guy that does the content with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, boxing guy, but he's actually now left that and he's started his own media company.
Know him.
You will have seen his clip. He's usually the one that interviews Eddie Hearn and they have a bit of banter. It's good.
I want to speak about the finish line and start line. So the start line was, so you've been talking about the Shell garage, right? Yeah. And that's where everyone had to meet up. Am I right?
Yeah, it was a Shell
garage. Everyone had to meet up at this Shell garage. It was fucking rammed. And I think he came in running. Like, so everyone's kind of waiting there, and I've seen a clip of him like just kind of like getting there and everyone cheering him and being like, hey, he's arrived, but he's on the run.
Yeah.
Like just carrying on. It's like, that was really interesting. So everyone's gone out there, hundreds of people done this marathon with him, and I reckon a lot of people done a first time there.
Yeah, first time marathon.
Zach also did a first time marathon.
Did you see he did him no 2 ways as well? He did his marathon in no 2 ways. Yeah.
Nah, that is absolutely mad, you know.
That must hurt.
He gets to this finish line and there's so much, not controversy, but there has been a villain. This reminds me of Salt Bae at the World Cup with Messi. Do you remember when this happened? And Salt Bae tried to was getting all the selfies, was in every fucking photo.
Yeah.
Russ Cook, hardest geezer, is approaching the ribbon, the final line, and this twat. That's the only way to describe it.
He's a fucking job's worth. That's what he is.
He is the worst. Like, people like this.
Yeah.
Do my head in. He's wearing the yellow in this video, and he's got a Tunisia flag, which is a real shame because it kind of just makes that sounds dramatic. It makes Tunisia look bad, but you can see this guy on his left and our right running with the flag, just making it all fucking about him. Just in my opinion, what should happen here is you let Russ go ahead and you let him have his moment, and then you see as he crosses the line here, this guy in the yellow crosses it in line with Russ, fucking up a bunch of the cool cold photos that should have been happening. And it's just this geezer that is, oh my God, he just kind of spoils it. He just made it all about him waving his fucking flag around.
So I just want to check, right, so the guy that's doing it with him here, he's not part of Russ's team.
No,
of course not.
He's not. He's just a Tunisian guy that's obviously... I think what's happened here is he's not read the run properly, but he literally gets the fucking line before him. It's a disgrace.
Yeah. Honestly, so jarring, man.
But you know what? I was chatting to my mates about this. I'm all for people going out and supporting him, like Parsons did. He did the marathon with him, and he was like supporting from afar. But these people that needed to be right at the front to try and make it about them, they just did that because they wanted to be part of the moment and like say they were there almost, if that makes sense.
But like you could, like you said, you support from afar, you do the thing. Like just drop off 10 meters. That's what we're asking.
I feel like the guy's just probably one of those blokes that there's no ill intent, it's just so unaware.
Yeah.
Not read the room. Probably really did go there with like love and the support for hardest geezer, and he's just, like you guys say, he's just read it completely
Caught up in the moment.
A lot of adrenaline, right. Can't believe he's there, and it's just got ahead of him. He's probably not a bad guy anyway.
No, you're absolutely spot on. But let me tell you, the worst people in this planet are people with no like awareness.
Yeah.
Like, you know those people that like everyone usually has a friend that is just fucking unaware of, and you're just there like, nah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is just obvious like social intelligence, and some people just don't have that, and I feel like that's what he did. But anyways, I don't want to make this whole thing about that guy. That was just a big thing that everyone was talking about. We had to cover it. Back to the actual story, and just sick that he managed to complete that.
I mean, probably got it on the dock, and we spoke about this before, like what was the greatest sporting achievement, and I remember one of them that we brought up was free solo.
Oh my God.
Now Poddy wants to bring it up again because the debate is this now the greatest human sporting achievement?
Yeah, I think before we get into that, because I feel that entails a massive web
we want to have
of
a big
different
combo
activities. But do you lads think that this potentially he should win Sports Personality of the Year for this?
you see the sports president. Do you have to compete in in an event? Is that how you have to do it? Like, how's that?
My argument here is, although he's not competing against anyone in particular, he's taking part in a physical challenge that not many people could complete. This is something that's 1 in a million. But also as well, he is taking part in a sport. Technically, running is a sport. Although he's not taking part in an event.
By the way, Proddy, I saw a tweet in response to your tweet about the sports personality thing where somebody said, but most professional athletes could do this.
Oh, yeah.
I disagree completely.
Maybe. That is a load of shit.
Not nearly none of them.
No. I'm telling you, people trained in a specific sport cannot do this.
It's not possible. I can't believe the guy
wouldn't have a
said
chance. There's no way.
I was shocked. He was like,
they're trying to tell me Joe Hart can go and do that.
No.
Probably can't even do one marathon.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah. To answer your thing about... Look, I wouldn't be annoyed if he didn't win it, right? Because I do think that maybe, it's something to do... You have to be in an event for me, or you have to like go and win that event. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like that usually is what sports personality of the year is. If he does go and win it, I also in the same token would be there like, okay, fair enough. Like that's an incredible achievement. Mm-hmm. I just think, and also, I mean, personally, I don't give a shit. And does Russ give a shit? Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe not.
He should definitely receive like an OBE or an MBE or something. 100%.
Maybe he raised a lot of money for charity. I mean, wait, didn't fucking Captain Tom get one?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What did Captain Tom do again?
He just
walked around his fucking
garden and then spent it all on a fucking spa. Well, he didn't. R.I.P. by the way to Captain Tom, because he was probably quite a sound bloke.
He was probably all right.
Yeah, he was probably all right. Shame about his family, the fucking little scammers.
But with this sports personality of the year, though, I feel they've made so many like shocking decisions in previous years of who's won it, that doing something like this would be a great kind of like nod to like something that, as you said, no one else could probably achieve. He's beaten his mind, which is technically the toughest opponent.
Yeah, fair enough.
Damn, that was fucking bars from you.
Yeah,
he's beaten his mind.
Let's talk about while we're in our bag here on greatest human. All right, we'll do this one.
Did you see this tweet?
No, I didn't see this tweet. Hold on, let me read this.
It's a great porn star name, isn't it?
What, hardest geezer? Yeah.
Or have I just?
You've made it a bit gay,
as it should be.
Yeah.
I bet he was well sweaty across.
Oh, he didn't.
Imagine him. I wonder if he used your test boost tactic of sniffing his nutsack while he's running.
You know what?
We'll have to ask him.
I know he did.
Yeah.
If we get him on this pod at some point, that's kind of shit I want to ask that I know no one else will be asking.
Yeah. Look, all these other podcasts. Don't get me wrong. He's going to end up on Joe Rogan. All these things, but none of them are going to ask.
Did you sniff
your nuts to run faster?
Oh, do you reckon there was ever one day where he pulled his foreskin back and thought this ain't good?
Bro,
Chip,
man. Chip, you're. Sorry, Prod.
Chip. It was him.
Prod. No, it's usually you. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is me.
Look, let me get back on track, because that's actually I've had to cross my legs because I got a little nervous about just thinking about the idea of hella smegma. Anyway, let me start. I was just kidding.
Wanking into a bush in Africa.
Do you reckon he was beating his?
In a bush?
Yeah. Nah, he must have been beating his meat, because he didn't see his missus for the whole thing. I don't think
he went official with his missus the day before he left for the challenge.
And what? He was there like, okay, I got that lockdown. I'm off, by the way, for a year.
Yeah.
I can't even get a permission slip to go to the races. I think never mind. Imagine me going, oh yeah, sorry, I'm gonna need to go away for a year.
Yeah, but
that's not getting approved.
Probably didn't want to.
That's not getting signed.
Going on this trip, there's a chance he was going to die, right? He's probably like, I don't want to die single.
That would have been my thought personally.
Well, that's because you're not thinking with an open mind.
Yeah. So what you think he was worried about dying single? I don't think he gave a shit.
He didn't give a shit.
No, he didn't give a shit.
No, but you know what?
Wait, let me read this tweet out. So wait, somebody quote tweeted the BBC Sport thing congratulating the hardest geezer. He said, "The press are proper glory hunters for this bloke. Only cover him when he's just finished. Where were these lot on a warm Tuesday night in Zambia like the rest of us Twitter nerds?"
He didn't even go to Zambia.
Fact, but we were congratulating him when we found out he survived the Sahara. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he didn't go Zambia, so this guy got found out as a plastic.
Yeah,
he got found out as a plastic.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh no! Fuck's sake! Oh, that's class.
Sorry to break it to you, but he never ran through Zambia. Showing your true colours, you're plastic.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like when he was getting fucking kidnapped and you were tracking his Strava, like
people. There was time where he had, like him and his whole team didn't have any signal or anything, and everyone was there like, we spoke on the pub. We're like, oh, we think he's dead.
Yeah.
Is this the greatest physical human achievement of all time?
Okay.
So here are some of the other ones. We've got obviously Ross Edgley, fantastic bloke. And he had the nuts achievement of swimming around the entirety of Great Britain. He did it in 157 days and he covered 1,792 miles, right? He had a team of experts. You know, I actually listened to his podcast on Joe Rogan about this entire feat. I mean, there was some, and it's just stuff you don't think about. I mean, the first thing you think of when you think, oh, swimming around the UK is, fuck me, that's tiring. Do you know what I mean? Like no, that is the first thing I think of. But when you hear the stuff that he had to go through, like there's one bit where he describes his tongue was eroding, was falling apart. He would wake up and bits of his tongue were on the pillow because of the salt water literally eroding his tongue. Do you know how mental that is?
Does your tongue regenerate?
Yeah. Imagine he just opened his mouth and there's just like half a tongue.
So where did he sleep?
So he would get out.
Seabed.
No, he would get out and sleep on a bed, and then he would get back in the water in the morning.
Okay. What was he sleeping on, like a boat?
What did you think? He was just
No, because I thought, he might be a very buoyant guy, and
oh man. He burned 15,000 calories a day.
That's just giving me a good business idea, though, for a sea pillow.
A sea pillow. Bro, let me tell you something. You won't even go in the water during the day. You think you're going to sleep in the water.
That's a good point. We need to raise a question around how deep was the water?
It's the sea, bro.
He's swimming around the UK, you tit.
What is wrong with your tiny mouse brain?
No, you guys, look, different parts of the ocean are deeper than other parts of the ocean. How deep was where he was going?
Probably quite deep.
Who cares? I feel like once you can't see the bottom, it is what it is, isn't it?
No, because I'll be thinking, here's one thing. When I'm in the sea, right, I picture it like this. This is what makes it worse for me. I picture if all of the sea was drained away, how high am I?
Oh my God, that's mad.
Nuts.
That's how I picture it. That's why I get so scared. So
it's like you would be, if you were to fall from that high.
I know I'm fucking very high.
Yeah.
But obviously, it just fucks with my head.
That's an interesting way of thinking. I've never thought of it like that. You might have just unlocked a fear from me.
It's not a fun. It's not a fun way.
You're just suspended in the air. That's the way he sees it. You're just like suspended by jelly, which is the water.
Have you ever, Cal, swam in like deep blue ocean, like the middle of the ocean?
Of course.
Yeah.
You're like 30,000 feet in the air then.
I don't know if it's 30,000 feet.
Yeah, definitely. The sea at some points, the ocean will be probably 30,000 feet.
Oh yeah, true actually.
Yeah,
that is pretty mad. All right, anyway, so yes, we have Ross Edgley, and he completed that in 157 days, and that is truly an insane feat. Next up, we have got one of my favorite things, and it's really just down to an incredible documentary made on this, and it was completed by a fellow named Alex Honnold, and it's called Free Solo. Now, Alex Honnold is an American rock climber best known for his free solo ascent of big walls. Now, he completed something on a wall of like maybe the most famous wall, I guess, called El Capitan. El Cap is what they call it, and it's a place I believe in the US. It is, I can't explain to you. We'll put a picture up for all the video watchers right now. It is an incredible thing. Now, free soloing, obviously you've got climbers that go up with all the ropes attached.
That's the map.
This is what the rock looks like. Now, most people will go up with ropes attached. A lot of them will even camp halfway up these things. But free soloing means that you're actually going up with no assistance. You're going up with your bare hands, and that's it. You fall off, you die. It's just as simple as that. And this, first of all, let me just tell you, go and watch the documentary because you will not regret it. It's one of the best documentaries I've ever watched. And this guy is so fascinating. He's climbed this. He almost had to memorize the route and like position handholds, all of this sort of stuff. He talks about, he always said he was just going to go up there one day, not tell anyone he was going to do it, But because it was for a documentary and he had somebody that wanted to film him do it, he had to let that person know, but he wasn't going to let his girlfriend know and all this stuff, because there is a high chance that you die doing this. Like, no one had ever done this before. And I mean, just look at these pictures, man. He is an ant.
Watching that where he is like, what you said, an ant on a wall, it messes me up, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And you know, like you see, you just see his hands are just slipping into grooves. It's all these things, and you know, his girlfriend at the time is there like, I kind of signed up for this, but I also kind of didn't. You know, I know he's going to do this, and there's just a good chance he never comes home. But he said he wasn't going to tell her when he was going to do it because, you know, that would just fuck with him more than anything. Fascinating stuff. And for me, this really is one of the greatest achievements, purely because now a lot of this other stuff is like endurance. Now, Russ Edgley isn't a top level swimmer in the same way that, you know, Hardest Geezer wasn't a top level marathon runner or anything like that. But Alex Honnold really is a top level climber. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, you got.
And this is pure, like, this is a skill.
The thing is,
there is the mind thing to it, but more than anything, this is genuine elite level skill.
And there's no room for error here. One error, and that's it. You are dead. And it's not like, maybe I'll survive. It is, you are dead because you are falling from that high up. So it's so different to the run because, when he's running, his life isn't immediately on the line. Obviously, something could go wrong over the 365 days that the run occurred over. But it's hard to compare the two because this was only, 3 hours, 56 minutes to climb, right?
Yeah.
So the comparison of time, we know it's completely different. But this guy is just moments away from death at any point in that entire climb. After the first 10 minutes or 5 minutes,
the risk is insane.
That's it. Then on 3 hours, 46 minutes left, he could die at any moment. So it's like, how do you compare those?
They did a really cool thing on Alex Honnold. They scanned his brain.
Yeah.
And there was a certain part of his brain that registers like... like fear. Yeah. It's you know, how active is that part of your brain, and they looked and they showed comparisons of like what normal people have and what he had, and his was just pretty much inactive. Damn. Which is mental. And what they said was, it's not that bit of his brain is broken, it just has an insanely high threshold. So they would just have to find something that invokes that part of his brain to start working.
He probably scared of spiders.
It could be something like that. It's just that when he's climbing, he just doesn't have that.
I wish I had that.
Yeah.
That would be
proper badass. And
Russ probably has that to a certain degree.
Yeah. Really, really incredible feat. Anyway, so that is Alex Honnold and the free solo feat. The next one that we've got here is obviously Kipchoge. And he completed a sub 2 hour marathon. There is a little asterisk over this though. I'll get into that in a second. But in 2019, Kipchoge became the first human ever to run a marathon in under 2 hours. He did it in 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds. So 20 seconds clear. By the way, this is absolutely disgusting. He held a 2 minute 50 second per kilometer pace for the 26.2 miles, which is just absurd. And this is it's nuts. Now, the reason why I say there's a bit of an asterisk, and some people get a bit annoyed when people say that, is because it was very much not a manufactured event, but it was a project. It was to beat the 2 hour thing. Fair enough. But what they had this car with like a wind barrier to get rid of as much wind resistance in front of him, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was...
He didn't have that. No. I'm thinking of a different challenge. My bad. He didn't have that. He had pacers that would run in front of him. Yeah. So they kept the pace for him and they would run in front of him. And then they had a car with like a line that was projecting a line, so he knew what pace he needed to keep to that line. And there were just a lot of circumstances here which very much favored him breaking it. Now, don't get me wrong, he did achieve this. You can't take it away from him. It is the fastest marathon run, and that's that. But what people, the real challenge now is people want to see it done at an event, at a marathon race.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it done at?
No,
it wasn't done at.
it wasn't done
what
at
was
a
it done at?
race.
Something specifically set up to try and beat this time.
If I'm right in saying it was at the Berlin Marathon track because it's one of the flattest.
Yeah. But it wasn't
an actual event.
It wasn't an actual race. And there's always those treadmills that people have where you can try and run at his 2-minute 50 pace, which is just crazy. And you can see it here. So here are his pace runners. You can see they're in front of him, and so he's kind of getting that. What do they call it in F1?
What a substrate?
A toe.
A toe.
Bro's getting a toe here.
Yeah.
And it's cool, incredible achievement, and can't take that away from him.
You know what? So what is he running at? 2 minutes
50.
2 minutes 50 a kilometer. Yeah.
That for me, by the way, is sprinting.
That is sprinting.
I was going to say, I don't know if I can even get to that pace.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, that sounds like crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm running I don't know. I think the fastest I've probably ever done is 4-minute kilometer one time.
Yeah.
And that would have been me really going for it.
Yeah.
Now there was something really sad that happened in recently. There was a really talented runner, Kelvin Kiptum, I think is his name.
Did he die in a...
He died in a car crash.
Yes,
Yeah, with his coach.
Yeah. Wait, his coach died as well?
Yeah, it was one of his coaching team.
Oh, right.
In the car crash.
Oh, really?
And was this guy on track to potentially beat this?
This guy was like next up.
Yeah.
And he had ran some of the fastest marathons, and it really was just a matter of time until this guy was going to go and probably break the world record in a race.
He was 24.
Yeah, he was next up, which is absolutely obscene. He don't look 24. He looks like he'd been running for a lot longer.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
24.
I'm not sure I buy that. I can't lie.
Yeah. Either way, insane feat that he had. But yeah, this
Traffic collision. There we go.
which is so sad because, like I said, he was like
go back up
he
a
was like a
second,
star
mate.
boy, innit?
So
His coach.
he set the world record, the actual world record, because it was done in a race, right?
Yeah, Chicago Marathon.
So 2 hours on the dot, 35 seconds at the Chicago Marathon in 2023. So am I right in saying that this is the official world record on...
In a race.
Yeah. So like you said, Kipchoge's one is not...
It's the fastest 2-hour marathon. Like you can't do that.
But
it's not the fastest 2-hour marathon in a race.
Okay, got you, yeah.
So
nah, this is crazy though. Like,
it's obscene, man. What an incredible
and
thing.
he's like fucking celebrating before finishing as well. That's how he's got time to play with as well.
Yeah, and you know what nuts about this? Like, look at him. Like, obviously, he's knackered, but he don't look knackered. He looked like he could go and do it again.
What a boy.
Do you reckon at the end there he
Unreal.
was running his fastest? He must have been, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think he gave absolutely everything.
all the beans. Because he's celebrating. I'm like, damn,
Yeah, that's pure adrenaline though, isn't it?
yeah. Insane feat. Anyway, so there we have it. That's the 2-hour, the sub 2-hour marathon.
Can I just add with this as well? If you look at Mo Farah's time in the Olympic Games, gold medalist, he got 2 hours 10, and that was in 2012, I think he won.
2 hours 10 minutes.
Yeah, 2 hours 10 minutes. That's now obviously beating it by 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a lot.
Insane.
It's crazy. Are we saying that this 1 hour 59 is probably going to be like not that fast in a few years? In like 10 years' time, we might look at it and think that's actually like not that quick.
Maybe.
Or is it just are we at that point of human like threshold where it's gone as far as it can?
think the times will get like the gaps will get smaller because it's just not possible. You'll always evolve and become faster. I'm just not sure in our lifetime that there will be that much of a difference.
When it comes to the 100 meters, what are people getting in today's 100 meters compared to... So Usain Bolt's record still stands, right?
Yeah.
I think it
so
does.
like, how close do people get at the moment? Like, what would be the most recent event? Like, because his record's 9 seconds and...
Just type in
Current.
world record.
What is it called?
No.
Record?
Just type in 100 meter world record top 10.
It's 9.58.
Yeah, so the world record is 9.58 set by Usain Bolt.
Here we go.
So Bolt, Tyson Gay, he was
When was that?
That was in 82.
2009. No one... Oh, we had a
date of birth. Fuck.
2019, someone did a 9.76.
Yeah, so it's
2021, someone did a 9.76.
I mean, that mate, that's 0.2 seconds off the world record. Like that's a long way off.
Do you remember this Italian geezer, the white guy? He popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he was fucking fast.
Which Italian geezer?
I mean, it's just crazy to think, you know what, in terms of athletics and in sprinting,
yep.
The era of like late, sort of like 2006 all the way up to maybe like 2014, 2012 was just like obscene. These sprinters were running so quick, and they just have never really come close since. You know what I mean?
You know what I always find crazy is there's probably just a guy out there that can do it in 9.
What are you waffling about?
Yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know.
Oh, you mean he's genetically gifted?
Like there is some guy out there he's got the perfect build, he got everything, but he's just chilling. He works.
He took a different path.
He works at a garage, bro. Yeah,
that's a crazy way to think about it.
He's changing tires, living his life, going on to the family, but he got a 9. He got a 9 flat in him.
God gave him the 9 flat, and then he don't even realize it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next accomplishment is Uli Steck.
I don't know about this one.
I have not heard of this one.
I didn't know about this either.
Am I living under a rock?
Potentially.
Maybe
so.
it is rock.
Steck was a Swiss rock climber, so we got another climb in feet here, and a mountaineer who specialized in solo speed ascent of alpine and Himalayan mountains. On the 17th of November 2015, Steck set a new and still unbroken record for the north face of the Eiger, soloing it in 2 hours, 22 minutes and 50 seconds. He died in 2017 after falling during a training climb for an ascent of Everest on the West Ridge route. You know, a really sad thing about all these free climbers is the death rate is insanely high, and it's pretty much not guaranteed, but if they continue doing it, they are gonna die. And it's not really a matter of if, it's a matter of when, which is something that like they asked Alex Honnold, was like, what's next? Like, you've done El Cap, and people are there like, if he does anything like more than that, there's a good chance like he's just gonna die. Like, a lot of their careers, they don't end because they say no, because in their brain they're always after, like, they're adrenaline junkies. They would need the next thing, and it just ends in death, which is kind of sad. But yeah, look, I'm not too familiar with this, so I don't really have much to speak about. But obviously that is a pretty crazy feat. The next one we have now, this one is, I think it still holds the record for like the most live streamed event ever.
This was nuts, man.
Do you remember
Every now and then I watch this on YouTube.
Do you want to read it out?
Yeah. Felix Baumgartner, probably said his name completely wrong, but he's the guy that did the Red Bull Sky Fall from Space, where they essentially took up this capsule on like a, what kind of balloon would it be? Just not your standard balloon, but anyway, take up
a birthday balloon is what you had at your 21st,
a little helium balloon, but they take it up all the way to the fucking edge of space. In fact, it was altitude of 39,045 kilometers,
which is insane, by the way.
And
he was he was in space.
Oh no, he was.
He was in space.
Most people, I imagine, who are listening have watched the video, but if you haven't, please go watch it. It's a crazy video, and you could just see the curvature of the Earth and everything, and the descent down. Just straight free falling at terminal velocity was 9 minutes. That's crazy, man.
Bro, he had 9 minutes of just free fall, and he was going at a speed of 1,357 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, so he went to my school.
Broke the speed of sound.
This bloke did not go to your school.
I promise you he went to my school. I swear on my life.
Why do I keep calling you Chip today? Prod, shut up.
I swear on my life.
I actually believe you.
I don't. Not at all. By the way, who is this guy? In the sense, like, how do you get this gig?
No idea.
He might be someone. I don't actually know myself, but maybe that's what he does, high jumps. And he was.
Yes, guy.
There's someone that specializes in everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna prove it on here.
He did test jumps and stuff beforehand where they went as high, but not quite that far.
Yeah, no, he went to my school, and so did Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer. Okay, so that's how I know you're lying. That's how I know you're lying. Shut the fuck up, Prod.
I swear Prod, you're
on actually
my
doing
life.
My nut, man.
I swear on my life. And as did Emily Blunt.
Right, you just adding fucking names in there.
I swear on my life. I swear on my family's life. Hans Zimmer, Emily Blunt.
Type in Hans Zimmer school. Also, what kind of fucking Tory school did you go to?
Here we go.
Just housing like all these.
I know it, but because it's Cap. This is going to be. He's going to put on TikTok. I managed to convince the boys.
Look, here we go. That's the school I went to.
No, it's fucking not.
Yeah,
click it. Go back.
Click Hurtwood House.
Hit that.
Hurtwood House.
This is the school I went to, bro.
Most exciting school in England.
No. Yeah, click
This
it.
is the school I went to.
If you went to school, I wish we never hired you. I don't like.
Why?
Wait, this looks unreal.
I was.
Wait.
That's a fucking
Let me
cottage, mate.
fucking speak, yeah? I was a scholarship kid. I earned my place at this school.
Yeah, that's bollocks.
All right, wait. Hold on. Okay. Swear on your life.
I swear on my...
your fiance's life.
I swear on hers. I swear on mine. I swear on my dogs.
Here's...
That is mad.
I need a real one.
So did you know hands like that, yeah?
No, because Hans Zimmer's about fucking 60, bro. Wait, let me show
you. You weren't even in the same class. That's not.
You weren't even in the same class as him, man.
Yeah.
Stop trying to claim that.
Yeah, you're flexing crazy. You're flexing.
Let me get the alumni up of the school.
Yeah.
What, are they just mad alumni that went here?
Fuck it, Christian Bale. I'm from the same country or whatever.
Here you go, alumni.
Or is he from Wales?
Oh, this place looks mad. How much a year does it cost to go here, Prod?
Fuck. I think I was pretty much free, but I think for some people it's like 13 grand a term. It's expensive, man.
Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah.
So what kind of scholarship do you get, Proddy?
Is this like
so I was a local kid to this school, and they gave out like 10 a year. Well, there was like 10 people in my year that got them.
That's
where
cool.
like to local kids to go to the school, because I was into my music. So I went and did.
What kind of like?
This looks like an artsy one.
It is an art school, yeah.
Come on, tell me a little bit more. What music were you playing?
So this lad, we were in a little acoustic band together.
Oh,
Wait, Harry Lawley?
Yeah, Harry Lawley. He was in. Have you seen Industry?
Nah, I heard of it,
HBO
though.
show. He was a year above me. He was in Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Quick question: why the hell are you not on here?
Because clearly not big enough.
Okay, I'm sorry.
he will be,
Hurtwood School, Hurtwood House. But it sounds like something out of Harry Potter.
Hey.
Hurtwood House, get Proddy on there, because there are people in here that I've never fucking heard of, and everybody's heard of Proddy.
Look, Hans Zimmer, Emily Blunt.
Have they just whacked Daniel's brother on here?
Who?
Ben Ratcliffe.
Nah, he's not. He was a year below me.
Yeah, there's some random
he was a
people on here.
Disney guy.
Proddy, you deserve.
Keep scrolling down. We'll see if I know any more of these
Nah, they would have put the most famous ones at the top.
Yeah, but you never know when you spot like a little rogue one that you just know from a night out.
I swear. Wait, I need to find Felix, man. He definitely went there.
Oh yeah, he's got to be on here.
Yeah, he would have been high up though, no? He literally jumped from space.
Yeah, I know, but he's not an artsy person, though.
He isn't. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe. Who's Andy Apollo? It's a fucking
knows.
brother.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Look, that's
cool, though, Prod.
Fair enough, Prod. We doubted you, and you've shoved it in our face. Cool. Let's go on to the next one. Yeah, that Felix one is pretty insane.
Yep.
And again, there was a massive chance of death. Wait, do you remember in the live stream he struggles to get the door open?
I swear his suit got compromised slightly as well. Like the
Isn't he
glove,
spinning loads?
he's spinning loads. Not only that, but I could be wrong here, and I might be remembering it wrong. But I swear his like glove on his suit like ripped or something.
Right.
Yeah, and his hand had swollen or swelled up.
This is truly one of the. How many views does this thing have?
There, but
it must have loads.
23.
23 million.
To be fair,
views.
there's Chris MD videos with more.
It deserves more. Is this still legit one?
No, but this isn't the. This is just like a highlight.
Is this the legit one?
This is on Red Bull, though.
Yeah. Nah, because the actual stream itself had like over 100 million views.
Have you noticed like the way they title it? I jumped from space. They made it quite YouTubing.
Yeah, they did it.
Mr. Beast
like it's just a vlog.
It's meant to
I jumped from space. It's fucking Randolph with his iPhone set up.
Crazy to just watch him fall like that.
Look, they're all like chanting and stuff. Like he's not even in Earth's atmosphere yet. Give it a rest. You could fuck
hear
him.
you, lad.
Imagine you just got smacked by a starship or something. You know what I mean?
You know these kind of things where it's like live streamed like this. Obviously, there's a little bit of a buffer so they can end it
If he dies.
He does die, but that would be just. That would be a fucking horrific, man. Everyone tuned in, world's watching.
What they have this with like rocket launches.
True. Yeah,
people back in the day more so than now when when they were figuring out the whole space.
Well, mate, you can watch that one live.
Yeah, like live tune in and then it just blew
was
up.
shitting himself.
Yeah, you would be, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Working on something like this, the anxiety you'd go through here, like this control room, will be stinking a bo. Let me tell you that
for sure. And Cheetos.
And 100%. Look at him just spinning around like he's a hamster.
He's a fidget spinner, bro.
Moving like Anthony.
Anthony. All right, here we go. Let's move on to the next one now.
I was enjoying that. Though.
What is the next one?
Right.
We've got,
this one's mental.
I've got a wild card for you. A few people replied to my TikTok about this woman, and upon some research, she is she's achieved something that no one else has. She's called Jasmin Paris, and she's the first woman to complete the Barkley Marathon.
I've seen this.
Oh,
This Barkley Marathon is mental. You heard about this?
I know about this.
Right.
Yes, I think I was reading about this recently.
Let me explain to you what the Barkley Marathon. This event has been going on for a long time now, and it is a ultra marathon event. It's a trail race, and it's held in Tennessee, right? And the way it works is it's 5 loops of the 20-mile or over 20 mile. I think they change it every year,
Really?
like slightly, and they do variations of it. But yeah, it's a total of 100 miles, and the race is limited to a 60-hour period from the start of the loop and takes place in around like March, early April. The race is known for its extreme difficulty and many peculiarities. And the reason for that is because what happens is you do these loops, but then they all can also go like backwards. Like you can do the loop backwards. There's loads of like really weird stuff about this.
Here you go. This is the finisher.
And anyways, the achievement that she managed to complete was she was the first woman to win it, right?
Yeah, that was correct. No, she didn't win it. She finished it.
Sorry, she's the first woman to finish it.
So okay. So was she first person in general or just first woman?
First woman.
First
Okay,
woman.
got you.
First woman. And it is an insane feat. Like when you see this stuff, oh mate, I cannot imagine what doing something like this would. It's just pure. I'd love to see somebody do like a proper YouTube style documentary.
I wonder,
on this.
there's got to be a good documentary on this. I would like to watch this.
Skip in, prod.
Yeah. I imagine.
And what you reckon this is?
Now this is an insane feat.
There
Like,
she is.
Look at her go, man.
Oh man.
You know what's crazy? It's like it's not really running attire.
No.
Like, wow.
Oh
man.
my god.
Look at the way she is, bro. She's keeled over. I mean, your body's finished. I'm sorry, but your body isn't nuts for a very long time.
Is it some mad tough course then?
Yes, it is. It's a trail. It's a trail. It's not
She got a Coca-Cola in her hands. I know that should be.
Yeah, she paid. Yo,
That hits so hard right now. Eyes cold. Woo!
Nothing hits like that.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, man. What an incredible achievement. If you guys want to take a look at what the Barkley Marathon is about, there's a bunch of videos on them. You should go and see it because it's such a weird like concept. The fact that you're doing laps and you can like change the way you go around. I think, oh man, it's cool. You guys got to go and check that out. But look, obviously then you've got Russ running the wait, go up real quick. Did we miss one?
Yeah, we did miss one. I want to talk about this one.
Oh shit!
You guys have seen the James Franco movie on it. James Franco.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you haven't, brother. You must have seen this because when this came out, it was like the.
You don't see 127 hours.
No.
You ain't
Talk to me about it.
All right. Okay. Well. But fucking hell, we'll go watch that anyway when you can, and if you guys are listening, also go watch it. It's a great movie. But yeah, okay, we got it here. Aaron Ralston, is that how you say it, Ralston?
Just say it with chest.
Well, I don't know how you pronounce. Look at that name, bro.
Aaron.
Is it Aaron?
It'll just be Aaron.
Anyway,
it's just the American does add an
April 2003. He's going through Blue John Canyon, and an 800-pound boulder crushes his right arm against the wall of a canyon.
What's canyoning?
Well, I mean, I think if you think of a canyon, right? Yeah. Climbing through it, in and out.
Oh, he's climbing.
Oh, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's on his little adventure.
I didn't know if it was one of them ones where you get a kayak and you go into a canyon.
I imagine you can.
Well,
so he's climbing through this canyon.
In the movie, he gets stuck, and he's obviously in the canyon, and it's somewhere where you ain't gonna be found, right? Like unless somebody else is doing the same shit, you're probably gonna die there. He gets stuck there. He realizes there's just no possible way out of this. He just can't move his arm. He's got a dull knife which can barely cut through his arm, and he has to make the decision to amputate his arm. But to amputate his arm, he's got to break his arm.
What?
Yeah, because the knife isn't good enough to just cut through it. So he's got to go through that whole mental battle of breaking your own arm and getting it, ripping it apart, getting it off to survive. And then eventually he does survive. And I've watched this movie a long time ago, so I'll have to read what happens. He frees himself, climbs out of the canyon, abseils one-handed down. You've just got rid of it.
Is he not just losing so much blood?
He abseils.
How does he
down,
stop the bleeding?
A 65-foot drop or something like that.
Here we go.
Sorry, probably just getting it back up. Yeah, abseils one-handed down a 65-foot cliff, and then he has to hike 6 miles. By the way, all with whatever the fuck's going on with his arm. He's probably wrapped it up. And then a family eventually comes and helps him. And then, the documentary, 127 Hours, came out in 2010, and it was Oscar nominated.
Amazing. I love that.
Do go and watch it, because you like this shit more than I do, and I loved it. So,
and they made a film about it.
Yeah.
James Franco.
Incredible.
Really good.
Fair play to this guy. What I would say, though, is I'm not sure I'm willing to let that count
as a sporting achievement.
Because he's done a madness to get himself out of a pickle.
Yeah.
And
but remind, it's not a sporting achievement. They were talking about physical achievements.
Right. But I just feel, you know, one that you've definitely left off of this, by the way, is NIMS.
Climbing
to be fair.
How many things was it?
I believe, was it not like 10 or 15 peaks?
I think it was 9, no?
9? He did like the 9 tallest mountains or something like that in like 9 months, or maybe that was it.
Oh, what, 9 months time?
And again, there was an incredible documentary. You know what's really cool?
14 peaks.
14 peaks. There you go. In 9 months. And you know, he's going up Everest. He's doing like K9, all these crazy ones. He's going
K9.
into the death zone. Is that not what's called K9?
In that dog.
Is it K2?
K2,
yeah.
not K9.
K2.
They should have one called K9 though. That sounds cold. Anyways, he's going up this and he's doing it all with no oxygen, which is mental. And he went on a Joe Rogan podcast.
Yep.
Highly recommend listening to that. But actually, you know what? You don't need to listen to that. What you need to do is go and watch the documentary he did on it. But that is a really mental feat. And that again, you genetically have to be gifted.
Yeah, because
in order
to
to
be able
complete
to do that without that oxygen, is that just something that people from where he's from, they're just more accustomed to it, and it's just something he was born with.
Yeah, most people would absolutely die.
Not me though.
Doing one like that, never mind doing 14. Does it all in a very small time scale. Just absolutely wild, man. So anyways, there we have it. Where does hardest geezer rank in here? Look, for me, out of all of those things...
We're missing one more.
No, we're not.
I think...
Which is what?
We must consider my climb up Snowdon.
Have you done it? Oh yeah, you have done it.
Yeah, I did do it. Yeah.
With the boys.
Oh god.
Oi, can we do 3 peaks for loaded?
Simon's already sorting it, so he's doing it for him.
What do you mean?
I said we're going it.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, Simon wants to do 3 peaks, so
okay.
Fair enough. But who knows? Maybe we'll do it once and we can do it again.
Why would you do Everest?
Chip, do you reckon you can do it?
Yeah, I could probably do it now. I really
because when you did Snowdon
is like an amateur thing, right? And I remember struggling with it. It was very much so my hip though.
This was pre-75 hard.
That was like the first time I started to figure out that my hip was fucked, because it was just like wasn't getting me up there. And then I came back down and we was like, yeah, hip flex is like absolutely fucked. And I guess it's just from years of being sedentary and just fucking sitting around playing games, whatever. And then, but now after 75 hard, gym, running, everything, my legs feel a lot stronger. And
I think you could do it.
Like I remember when there's times where I couldn't even climb up a normal hill.
Yeah.
Like, and so.
But to be fair, you're running decent distances now.
Yeah, I think now it'll be fine.
You still running?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a run tonight as well.
Good man.
I got a half marathon coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
want to
watching.
talk about this.
What do you mean watching?
Because Izzy's doing it as well.
Oh shit! So I run past you.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're not doing it?
Nah.
Oh, you got your Manchester one
this week. Yeah.
Good luck, party. Full marathon.
Full marathon.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's serious stuff.
I got something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Half marathons.
Yeah, it's a stepping stone for me. I've never ran past 12K.
Okay,
so
hear me out. This is what I want you to do. When you do complete it, because you will, because only a half marathon is not hard.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get that out first. Let's get that done now.
I'm with you.
If you look at yourself and you think, tomorrow I can't go and run a half marathon, then I would class you as unfit. And I think that's fair. A half marathon, you should be able to go.
It's not too
at this age.
Yeah,
like this sort of 20K age group.
You should be able to go and run a half marathon.
You might be dying at the end, but you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to push through.
So my problem is, if you want to go and run a half marathon, absolutely fine. Credit, fine. Don't mind it. Go and do it. What I'm not trying to see is people gloating about doing a half marathon.
Oh yeah, I won't be
because unfortunately, that is not an impressive feat to me.
No, it's not. To be fair, even when I do it, I'll be really happy with myself because I've never done it before. But I know it's nothing to be like, oh, look at me. Because there's people running marathons all the time. Probably's running a marathon next week.
There isn't. I do have an exception to that though. You see, if you're Wham and you've made a drastic change, and you've said, my goal is to complete a half marathon, and I'm looking at you, I'm going, fuck me, like you're in no state to run a half marathon. You're talking like
a 150 kg bloke does the whole thing.
Does the whole thing, and then you go and then you run that half marathon. That is the only scenario where I say congratulations to you, because that is a big change. You should be proud of that. Now you see, if Stanley turns around to me and goes, bro, I'm doing a half marathon, then he's sending me a picture saying I complete the half marathon, I'll reply with thumbs up. And the reason why I reply with thumbs up
Stanley, I'd be very proud.
Whoa.
You're saying he's in no physical fit state to run a half?
No, you're good, Nick.
But then you have things like a marathon, and that to me is a genuine achievement.
Less than 1% of the world achieves it.
Really?
Right. Yeah. I truly believe that
cool.
is
cool stat.
That takes thing. Now, my other thing is I do believe 50% of the population could wake up tomorrow and go run a marathon as well. But I'll tell you what. But I tell you what though, they would just do it very slowly. But I do believe that they would get through. They might take 9 hours, but they could do it.
Okay,
But the point that I'm making is that I believe a marathon is a congratulations worthy.
I kind of disagree though about the whole everyone could do it, because like then you're just doing fucking DFE.
If you're stopping to like walk a good portion.
Okay, like a sub 6 hour, most people couldn't do.
Yeah.
Most people couldn't.
To do sub 6 hour, what's the average kilometer?
Well, I'm aiming sub 4, and I've got to stay below 5 minutes 40 pace.
If you put it up, there's usually a little calculator, a pace thingy.
I think my runner app says that I will do my half marathon in 2 hours 20.
No, Chip, you will be able to do it way quicker than that.
No.
I don't think so.
I think that's about right for Chip.
I can do a 10k in about an hour. And also, after 5k, my hip starts to really hurt. That's what I was going to ask you, Proddy. Do you have a physio or something of that thing?
I kind of just been sort of like asking.
Or maybe the people in the comment section can help me. So when I start running, the front of this right hip will essentially really tighten up after about maybe 6k. And it'll almost get to the point where it starts to become a limp for the right leg. And the left leg, which is not my stronger leg anyway, will have to start doing a bit more, and I have to squeeze.
Go to
glutes really tight to try and balance out.
6 minutes on the nose. 6:30.
Okay, so here we go. So
6 minute 30 pace is going. Okay, now go down to marathon.
What's marathon?
6:30 is the middle one. So there 4
hours 30. Okay, then go to.
That's what Nash did his in.
Can you go to half for me?
Half marathon.
2 hours 17.
So this is what I think you should do yours in.
Should I aim? I'm going to aim for 2 hours 20.
No. You're going to aim for 2 hours 10.
You're going to aim for 2 hours,
and you're going to shoot for the stars and land on the moon. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say?
Chip, can I quickly pull up your Strava actually?
Yes, go for it.
Because I think you could absolutely do it in that time. And it wouldn't surprise me if you actually end up closer to the 2 hour mark, because I feel like, you see, when there's an event, your adrenaline, you just get through it.
Top one.
Drop me a follow, bro.
Drop a little follow. Come on, bro. Get the Strava numbers up.
There we go. So
your average
6:07.
Yeah, that was a treadmill one as well. Quite slow.
Wait, where's the activities?
Yeah, you'll have to go down, mate, because I ain't fucking been running.
No.
Click that. I don't know how to use Strava on the web actually. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah,
but you can see there.
Wait, scroll up.
Your best efforts at 103.
There you go. Yeah. So for my 10k, 1 hour 3 minutes.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you just do double that, you're going to be doing 2 hours.
Yeah, but you got to understand, come to 10, when I get to the 10k, I'm not really dying, but I'm really sore and struggling to run almost.
Anyway, so you're doing a half marathon. The point is, you're doing a half marathon. You won't get a congratulations from me.
That's
which
okay.
I'm sure it's totally fine. But I'm going to spud you, and what I will say is that you've come a long way from the Chip that I knew 6 months ago.
It's a good stepping stone towards eventual a full marathon.
Can I just say your half marathon slander? I think you got to make a account and reason for people to celebrate when they've done it for a good cause as well. So if someone's run a half marathon and they're in good shape,
don't really work.
Hear
like
me
that,
out.
though.
Someone's in good shape, but they've done a half marathon, but they're not a runner. Okay. Their fucking mum's died and they've raised money for like the charity that helped their mum. Right. Like they can celebrate about that, bro. Come on.
Well, you could do that without running a half marathon, though.
What do you mean? But it's an event to try and achieve those goals. Like that's the reason for it.
No, that's okay. And you could. I'm not saying. Probably, I don't think you understand. I'm not saying you can't be happy about it. Of course, you can be happy about it, but you don't get a congratulations.
Hold up. Can I start a GoFundMe for me?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna do a half marathon GoFundMe, and the money will pay for my physio.
Just do what Harry did for the Fortnite code. His code was W2S Lambo.
Yep.
And his code was W2S, but he said at the beginning it was help W2S because his whole goal was to buy a Lambo. So why don't you pick something right now, Chip, that you want to purchase, and we can all give you money so that you can just get richer.
What do I want to buy, Stanley? You got any ideas, Poddy? Anyone? What could I buy? I'm not a materialistic guy. Maybe I'd take me on a trip. I want to go on a trip somewhere.
Well, what do you say? You haven't been to the Maldives? Fun Chips Maldives holiday.
Can we do a video like maybe like next year where it's like all three of us run a marathon in some foreign country?
Fine.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Yeah,
because then it gives something to work for as well.
Be a good loaded video.
Yeah.
There you go. I am doing. Actually, I don't want to say it because I know some bastard's going to rob it.
I think I know which one you're doing, but you sacked it off now.
Oh no, sorry, the Great Wall of China. So here's one. I was gonna do that. This isn't the one. I am doing a marathon this year, by the way, but
it's a different one.
It's completely different. I was gonna do the Great Wall of China marathon.
Yeah,
and I was set on it. I had it all planned out. I had the dates, had everything, and then I watched the video because I was there like I wanted my first marathon to be memorable.
Yeah.
And I thought, bro, it's the Great Wall of China. Do you know how cold this is? I had the drone shots in my head. I was there like, I am going to be known as the coldest Donny in the world.
Yep.
I went to watch the video of this guy. He runs marathons. This is not his first marathon. He couldn't even complete the half. It was that difficult. And I was watching it, and it's steps. All it is it's a climb. It's not actually running. Nobody's really running. There's bits of running, but if you see how steep these steps are, it's just up like this for like half a kilometer, like that.
How do you train for that?
And then the worst part is you think, oh well, what goes up must come down.
There's a stair machine.
Your knees are battered. It is a stair machine marathon.
Yeah, I know, but I was saying, how do you train for that? Probably the stair machine. Can you really train for that on the stair machine?
Nah, it was nuts. And then I was just there like, you know what? I'm not doing that.
So the record for the men's Great Wall Marathon is 3 hours, 9 minutes and 18 seconds.
Fucking God.
Yeah. Bro.
How?
And by the way, that's a course record. Is 3 hour 9 minutes. You can't run it.
Damn.
You just can't run it. It's a climb. It's a marathon climb. So anyways, I looked at that and I said, I'm going to have to bin this off. I might come back to that and do it at some point. Will and he's the type of guy to go and do it in fucking high heels or something.
Yeah.
But for a video, but that's just not really me. But I do have a marathon. I'm not saying what it is until I've done it because I know some YouTuber will fucking nab it because it's a really good video idea. So yeah, anyways, I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I really need a shit, man, but time is money. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to hold this in. But I'll tell you what a lot of boys didn't manage to hold in.
What?
Their piss.
Segue.
Come on, bro. I'm a natural.
How's the video doing? Is it 3 of 10 or 2?
I saw Vic posted that it was a 3 of 10. Shall I just quickly ask them? One sec.
Has anyone watched the video here?
No.
Stanley, have you watched? You watched 5 minutes.
Yeah, look, hey, it's an hour and a half. It's a commitment. I
was watching that thing last night about the Nickelodeon director, Quiet on Set. Have you heard about that?
No, I don't watch that kind of shit.
It's the Nickelodeon director got done for being.
Oh, it just made me sad.
Yeah, it was peak.
Look, when they told me the video idea, I said I thought they were trolling me. I was like, what? Try not to piss. And then
somebody, in my opinion, though, someone has to piss themselves.
Well, if you haven't watched the video, go and watch it because we're going to do some spoilers now. Then they asked me, oh, will you host it? And you're sergeant. And they explained the video to me. And it was a hilarious video.
Yeah.
Like, it is so funny. And then when we walked up on the day, I was there like, I don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah.
I was a little bit skeptical. And then like the first bit happened, and I was there like, nah, this is gonna be sick, because everyone's there, everybody's bantering each other, there's a competitive element, and it's the most ridiculous video idea ever. And then when it went live, I see everybody in the comments, and I get it, because when you see like the title and the thumbnail, it sounds so stupid. But what I've noticed is that all the people that have actually watched the video are really liking it. And because it is a really funny video, there's loads of funny stuff.
Fucking around, it's funny. Those ones are always really appreciated by Sidemen fans, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's all the boys together instead of like, because they do so many team things.
Where does it take place?
Just at a house somewhere in North London.
Oh, so one house?
One house.
Okay.
Big house with like a ground.
I think it was in Enfield.
Enfield. Yeah, somewhere in North London. Yeah. And yeah, rocked up. They gave me like Sergeant Whistle. Me and Toby were hosting.
So you didn't have to hold in your piss?
Nah.
Okay.
I was just getting people to drink and doing all these funny things. There was loads of little funny bits. We made like funny rules. We sent people on secret missions. So we'd say like, look, in this one of the things we had was you got to go and get someone else to do 2 Fortnite dances. And if you manage to get them to do it on camera, we will punish them with a drink each.
Okay. Yeah, you looking cold there, broski.
Yeah, I went for the double hat.
Damn, you're getting aggressive.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. And I would, and you can see there's like, we had a diving competition.
I just saw something, by the way. Why was the back of Harry's represent jumper blurred out?
I think they're actually trying to blur the license plate that he was covering. Yeah. I saw this as well.
Nah.
No. Look at his body, his whole body, like that whole area there. Well, you can see the license plate there. So I think they're just trying to blur the license plate.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Yeah.
Bro's deep in everything.
No, because I didn't not see the license plate. I just initially saw like that, and I was like, they're trying to hide the brand or whatever.
And there was some cool tactics. Like you had Josh and Ethan had a tactic of, look, I'm going to give all my drinks early doors to Ethan. Ethan's going to firm it as long as he can, and then I'll start drinking.
Was it alcohol or?
Nah, it was just water. But water is actually really dangerous. There's pull up the exact stat on this. It's something like if you drink 3 liters of water without going to the toilet, there's a good chance of like poisoning.
Ooh.
Or like kidney failure and stuff like that. So there was actually an ambulance on standby for the entire thing. And if you watch the beginning of the video, they strictly say like viewer discretion, like don't fuck around with this. And really, guys, do not fuck around with this. Don't use this website. They're like, like there was just a lot of things, and it got to the point where Josh and Max were just holding it for far too long. They had over 3 liters of water each, and it was like a safety thing. We were there like, we can't just keep having them drink water because somebody will get hurt here. So the ending is that those two had tied. We had them doing jumping jacks, everything to get them pissed. Everybody else had got knocked out. And these two ended up doing a split or steal for the money.
What was the prize again?
100 grand. Split or steal. And what happens is they both go to do it, and they're convincing each other, no, I'm not going to steal, I'm not going to split. They went away and they came back and they both ended up splitting the money.
That's nice.
Which is nice. I've done that before. I just want somebody to steal. Everyone always splits.
Would you split with me, bro?
Nah, I wouldn't split.
I won't come into the office for weeks.
But do you know what it is? I wouldn't split. I wouldn't. I would steal from you, but then I'd make a video about me giving you the other half, so I get content out of it.
Fuck's sake. I'm a little guinea pig, eh?
Yeah. So.
Well, that sounds nice.
Look, it's a good. The people are hating from the outside without having watched this video.
Yeah, that happens a lot with Sidemen videos. They'll put out an idea which could sound initially stinky or interesting, or like someone did it when they did Among Us cooking. It was like, what the fuck is Among Us and cooking? But then you watch it and it's like the concept's interesting, the banter's fun, it's good.
Yeah,
like I can't imagine this being a funny video.
It is a funny video. I thought.
My only downside to the video, I haven't watched it, but you've already told me, is I'd want somebody to piss themselves, man. I feel like that's the ultimate end goal.
Yes.
Like I want to see the winner just eventually just go,
yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that would have been funny. Or maybe there's like a
that'd make it on Side Plus.
You had to like complete a challenge to open the toilet, and someone couldn't open a toilet, so they have to piss themselves.
But that wouldn't be allowed on YouTube, would it?
Yeah, I think you might be right. I'm not too sure if you could piss yourself.
Be a little Side Plus number.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, look, that video was loads of fun to film.
Yep.
And people are talking about it. Another thing people are talking about is girth and turf.
It's everywhere. It's all over my timeline, all over my TikTok.
I went on the stream, 70,000 people dialed in, watching live.
On Ginger's one.
On Ginger's stream, yeah. And to be fair, there's probably a couple, 10, probably about 100K people total watching that across all the streams. Mate, it's taken over. Girth and turf are taken over.
It has. So the lineup, what's the lineup again?
H.
Yep.
Philly.
Yep.
Ginge. Bez. A fella named Chazza. I didn't know who that was before. I think there's also a guy called Hines.
Yeah, Hines Baines.
He's really funny.
Yeah,
I've never seen this guy before.
Do you know who he is?
He's really funny.
He was the one that was invited out by Sky Bree to go and spend like a week with him in LA.
That clip. I've seen it. Yeah,
so him and his girlfriend went out to LA and spent a week with Sky Bree and made content, did streams together and stuff. And that's where Ginge went a bit viral with his. It was like show your magic trick, and he's just like get your tits out or something.
Yes, saw that. And then you've got that Aaron Hunt guy, and this is so funny. I seen, they all went for dinner in Manchester the other day. It was on their stories and stuff.
That's quite
And
cool.
everyone in the comments are there like, how the hell has Aaron Hunt gone from hanging out with Simple Simon, Cal the Dragon, and that crew to hanging out with sort of Ginge, Philly, and H in Manchester? And
so it's not
such a glow up.
It's not a full 11. Who plays like the any?
I don't know.
You should never play an any in pro clubs. I have a strong, passionate view on that. You should never have an any because then it doesn't become about the individual players.
They gotta have an any.
No, the whole point is you have like computer players on your team that fuck up. That is the whole point. And everyone spams the A button to like call for it.
I haven't played pro clubs.
I'm watching it now. I see like Bateson jumps in. They have people come in. Here's something I would like to see. And if Ginger's watching this, if you ever watch so a lot of the time in the streams, he goes like, "Oh, step into my office." Right? That's what he says. And he goes into like the quote unquote an office. Now, if you ever watched a Dr. Disrespect stream, he used to have the scenes.
Yes.
So he would genuinely change, the stream would change, and so that he would look like he was in an office. And I was thinking, how sick would it be if when he says, step into my office,
he presses the button
and it changes to make it seem like he's in a gaffer's office.
A little animation of a knock on the gaffer's door.
Yeah.
And it
opens up and he goes into the office.
That would be so cool.
You could do that. Or like, they're in the locker room after the game, in the changing room,
That would be,
and having different scenes. And I mean, if there's a way to level up Girth and Turf, him doing that, and if there's a reference that you need to go and look at, Ginge, go and look at Dr. Disrespect stream highlights. And like there was one in when he used to do H1Z1, and if he jumped in a car, he would change to be in a car, and he would genuinely sit there like bobbling around, so he would mimic him being in a car. I'm telling you, Dr. Disrespect is an all-time GOAT streamer. He took it to new levels, and he can do this with Girth and Turf with the clubs.
Wasn't it he just suddenly got banned like one day off Twitch?
Yeah, nobody knows why.
And nobody actually knows the reason.
Mysterious reason.
Yeah. And he's still not back on, is he?
Don't think so.
Did you see that Girth and Turf played Trent?
Yeah. Who was on Trent's team?
I think it was just his mates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it was just his mates. And the game was mad.
No Jota.
No, this is what I was saying. I was there like, mate, if I'm Trent, I'm getting Jota in. He's like a foot champ.
Yeah, he loves it.
This game, they went like 5-1 down or something, and they won 6-5.
Whoa.
It was something like that.
The storylines are fucking quality.
It's so good. And yeah, that's the thing. Ginger's really, really good at creating these storylines between all the people. Like he suspends people if they're acting up or poor performance. I see Bez giving it to Ginger. Everyone goes back and forth. H is actually really fucking funny.
H is my favorite bit about the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I can't believe how funny he is.
How serious they are, but they're joking, but they stick to their they keep as serious as possible, even though it's a piss around, and it's just brilliant. And the Mancunian accents coming in as well.
Class.
Fucking
when Speed jumped in as well, and they were giving it to Speed.
Yeah, I haven't seen Taze was just fucking going nuts at him.
Yeah,
it was class.
And so they've got an amazing dynamic going on here. But I think obviously they'll always be looking at ways to improve it. And I do think, maybe he already knows about it, or maybe he's already working on it. But adding in scenes would be a massive W for Girth and Turf. But look, I've already said I'm part of the Girth and Turf Ultra.
Yeah,
like I said, I'd be watching it. I'm watching all the TikTok clips, and if the stream's around when I'm at home, then I tune in. It's just sick to see as well clubs get a bit of recognition. Look, I'll be honest with you, I'm not too sure if it competes with Moy Leicester's
With what?
Moilesters, was that yours?
That was me, JJ, Nepenthes, AA9 Skills, and then Simon joined like a couple seasons in.
Moilesters.
You don't know about Moilesters?
Like molesters.
No,
Yeah,
like
like
Moilesters, bro. Type it into, go onto JJ's channel. Now, I'm not lying. This is all timer, and
I don't remember this.
we had our version of Moilesters back in the day. No.
How am I spelling
this? What
this?
the fuck are you doing?
How am I spelling it?
Go on to YouTube.
You always get so fucking pissed off of me.
Yeah, because the way you search for things is crazy. It's not like a normal
tell
human.
me what to type in.
Yeah, YouTube.com.
Fuck me.
Here we go. MOY, like Moyes, Lester's.
You know, I could have skipped that whole stage by just Googling
That's
it.
cool.
No, because then you don't get the right search results. Here we go. FIFA. I mean, look at the thumbnail.
Whoa, got some views, eh?
What are you talking? Of course. By the way, I wouldn't recommend going and watch this because you 100% can cancel every single person in these videos. Like some of the jokes made in this are, but it was a different time. Just please understand that it was a different time.
Different time.
Look at this. Look at that through ball. Look at that through ball.
Full through ball from you.
So yeah, this was clubs. This is what it was all about. I love this series with my. That's a pen. That's a pen.
That's a pen clear as day, mate.
Yeah. So this was our version of Girth and Turf. And who knows, maybe, look, Girth and Turf, maybe we could bring back Moilesters for a one-off game. But yeah, this is the real OGs.
That would actually be mental. You, JJ, Nep, all them.
JJ, Nep, AA9, and I believe Simon came in at some point to play. And this was actually like the first time, I think this was the first time I met Simon, was actually on Moilesters. Because JJ kept going, I'm like, invite my friend. I think this is the first time that I met him. I could be wrong. Simon will know. He'll tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, because he was he a YouTuber at the time?
Yeah, he just got into it. He just started. Yeah, like, oh mate, this team was so funny, and like we just had such good stinkers. Mate, clubs is a game mode that's been neglected by FIFA for so long. The only thing I can think, and is just a net W all round, is something like a Girth and Turf. If it gets played, because at the end of the day, EA are looking at numbers. If they don't see enough of a player base playing a certain game mode, they're not going to spend money developing it. That's why FIFA is pretty much just Ultimate Team now, because everybody plays Ultimate Team because there's money in it. If they can do the same with pro clubs and really spend money developing it because there's actually people that play it, then what a win. Because I'm telling you, clubs is the best game mode on FIFA. That's just a fact. But it's just not enough people play clubs for them to care about it. And so
yeah, they'll be looking at the numbers they usually get every year and go, why would we invest into this part of the game because no one plays it? Yeah. But then it's one of those ones. If you did invest into it, maybe people would play it.
Absolutely, for sure. But they're like, do we want people playing clubs? Because there's
no microtransactions.
That's going to affect our
revenue,
Ultimate Team revenue. But then you think, well, why don't you just add like a Ultimate Team?
Did you ever play the first Ultimate Team, FIFA 09?
Bro, you're disrespecting me on a crazy level here.
I know you were like right there at the beginning.
Of course.
But the very first one.
Of course.
I don't think I made YouTube videos on the first one. I did play it. Have you more played it, will you?
I think my first was 11.
Bro, it was so nuts
like my first
in the day, the way it worked.
It was
crazy. Fucking crazy. There was no way to get a good team, by the way, unless you actually spend... Like now you can get a good team through all the different avenues that they create. But back then it was just packs, maybe one tournament, Gold Cup or whatever the fuck it was.
They didn't have that. They just had packs.
Yeah, and you couldn't earn any coins. It was fucking crazy. Ronaldo was 89 rated or something.
Yeah.
Pull up some pics of FIFA 09 Ultimate Team, man. It always gives me a little nostalgia kick when I see it.
Real TBT right here.
Yes, here we go.
Pickies.
I miss this shit.
Look at this.
Oh my God. I remember Dean putting me on. He was like, you need to check out this game mode on FIFA.
Look at that
Ronaldinho, 9 rated. The way it's like laid out. Fucking hell, man. They shut down the servers like not long after, so you couldn't really go back and ever play it. Yeah. It was really sad.
Hey, let me tell you, man, it's an absolute money printer. The fact that everyone invests so much money and then come sort of like October time or whenever the new one releases, all they do is just press the reset button. Everyone got to go spend that money again.
All your money
you don't
gone.
get to transfer niche.
That is and they've made it so it's acceptable.
Yeah.
It should not be acceptable. You
should be able to like
scam.
there's like a set coin value for each thing, and that just carries on over. But then, of course, people aren't going to spend the money. There's no way they'll go back to
in video games. This is one of the worst. Like the way it's done.
The finesse.
Awful. The finesse is crazy. So I couldn't get my words out there. But there is no video game that has it this bad. Like, there's microtransactions in games, yeah, and they're expensive sometimes, but they usually do last throughout the game's life cycle. Like, it doesn't just reset once a year.
It's mad, isn't it?
At least.
How much money do you reckon you've sunk into FIFA points? I'm going to ask everybody in the room this, so think about how much you've sunk.
It's more fucked for Stanley and I though, because we actually didn't make content off it.
Yeah. No, I know, but this is what I want to know, because like for us, it's kind of semi okay because it was really our job. I mean, I'll happily say I probably spent about £40,000.
I don't think,
which isn't, by the way, which is nowhere near as much.
I was about to say it's probably quite tame.
Yeah,
for a content
I don't
creator.
even think mine will be that much.
I think some of the top streamers, like I'm talking like Castro, maybe even like Bateson, those sort of guys. It wouldn't surprise me if you're talking an M.
Really?
Seriously?
In total, yeah.
In total, yeah.
I reckon I've probably spent definitely close to 400 during COVID.
You reckon you spent a few £1,000s on it in your lifetime?
How many thousand?
Few thousand.
Nah, I reckon I probably spent max a K in my
1K,
life.
okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Stan?
40 quid.
Really? You don't spend on it?
You don't fuck it. He's a Rocket League guy.
Yeah, I'm shy of FIFA, so.
Oh, you're not really a FIFA? Okay, fine.
I like FIFA, I'm not really.
You better Rocket League.
Yeah, you're more on the Robux thing, innit?
Roblox.
That's what they call them, innit? Robux.
Really?
Yeah. Is it Robux?
No idea. Never played that
Stanley?
game in my life.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah. He knows the conversion, right? How much you spent, Chip? I think you probably spent more than me,
I actually don't think so, because when it used to come around to pack openings, I'd set myself like a limit, be like, all right, it's Team of the Year, I'll spend like $1.5
Yeah.
or $1,000.
Now, mate, people spend that in a day, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, I spent maybe 200 quid on the last FIFA.
How much total you spent?
Maybe 20 grand, 15.
20 grand.
I genuinely don't think I spent that much, man.
And how much you reckon you spent on Fortnite?
Damn. Not same thing, man.
About 20 grand?
Yeah, say it's 10, 20.
I swear with Fortnite though, like it's different because you buy the game, the battle pass, whatever it is, and then you're buying skins which are like tenner a pop.
Yeah, fuck that. I ain't even spent 10. I maybe spent a few grand on Fortnite.
Really?
Yeah.
There's not much to spend money on.
Yeah, there are a lot of skins, to be fair, and I used to buy every single one every time it came out, especially the Gyal ones.
Of course, you bought all the... she's got a big back. I need that one.
Jiggle mechanics.
Jiggle mechanics.
My head was scrambled, man. I'd be looking at the pixels like, yep.
I need to get a 4K monitor.
She all mine. 240 hertz, fucking 4K little Alienware thing.
Here we go.
That's how much. Screen.
That's how much EA made during COVID.
$1.6 billion from game sales from April 2020 to March 2021. So about a year.
Wonder what made more Fortnite.
And then they said, oh wait, scroll up just one more paragraph. There we go. The amount was dwarfed by their live services and other income, which amounted to $4 billion over the same 12 months. Yeah. Okay. So, oh wait, no, sorry. That live services and other. No, sorry. They made $4 billion off of Ultimate Team in that, that's insane. They're making almost 4 times the amount of money that they would have usually just made on the game from Ultimate Team as well. So Ultimate Team has been an absolute cash cow. I remember back in FIFA days, when we were making FIFA content, so like FIFA 13, 14, 15, when we started to actually work with EA, they would give us like early release content, all this sort of stuff, and meet people and chat to people. You know, we spoke to the people that made Ultimate Team, and how insane is it that like a group of people, and in particular one person that came up with the idea of Ultimate Team has generated $4 billion a year for a company.
The guy that
and I promise you, he ain't seeing much of that.
That's what I was going to say. Do you know the name of the guy or anything?
No, I would have. I mean, I did interviews with a lot of those people back in the day because that was like a good bit of content. You interview people working at Ultimate Team, asking them about the new features and stuff. And there was a pretty small team working on it. I mean, now God knows how many people are working like the Ultimate Team division or whatever, but yeah.
They were so slow with their ideas back in the day, during the days that we were playing Ultimate Team, by the way. Every year the game was very similar and they didn't have all these different concepts and ideas. And it was like, oh, the game's making loads of money, we don't need to change it. And then as the game, like now we don't play it, look at how much it evolves every year because it's dwindling and they need to.
Yeah.
But back then there wasn't, it was just spend money. Like there was no squad battles.
I swear they've made like 600 redundancies recently.
That's just to do with the market though.
Yeah.
Like they could have, what will happen is they'll make the 600 redundancies and then the next month they'll announce record revenue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just the way, but like it's normal every few years to have like this quote unquote culling, which is pretty brutal, but yeah, it's all a numbers game for these lot. Yeah, look, what else we got here? So, shout out to
we need
Girth
to do
and
a
Turf.
little. We need to do a little LAN party, man. I saw a tweet go viral the other day of these boys that had linked up for this guy's fucking birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
And the tweet was like, "Wait, you're telling me guys still go around to each other's house to play video games?" And it was 4 guys, obviously in an American house, sat sofas, big screen in front, and they were split screening Halo 3.
Yeah.
I fucking couldn't believe it. I was sat there like,
Me and a few of the boys have said we wanted to do like this LAN thing. We were gonna, Viz.
Yeah.
We were there like, we'll ask Viz to go and set up like a big LAN thing.
That'd be amazing.
Bro, do like search and destroy. All this sort of stuff in there.
It's
Halo
so easily
3,
done.
whatever.
All you have to do is you just get your own console, get a monitor,
Yeah.
whatever, bring your headset, bring your whatever, and then boom, Halo 3, Call of Duty, all the old games. Do it for someone's birthday or something.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
my birthday's coming up. There you go. I'll take a LAN party.
That would be banging.
I love that as well. That's my kind of fucking jam.
All right. Well, look, we'll do that. We'll do that. Proddy, we'll
Proddy
see if
could be
there's
there.
space. We'll see if there's space.
Yeah, no worries.
Proddy could be
Look,
there.
the Masters. I know me and Proddy
I'm
are
excited, man.
Chip, are you excited for the Masters?
100%. Because
Who do you think is going to win?
Rory McIlroy.
McElroy.
He's not playing anymore.
Nah, he's a goat.
he is playing. McElroy, I would like McElroy to win.
Yeah, me too.
McElroy winning.
Nah,
would
Tom
be,
Lee. What a boy.
Oh, Tom Lee. Lee.
He is some
He
boy.
would be class. Have you watched the latest
That's
Full
what
Swing?
I'm watching at the moment, yeah.
Full Swing 2?
Yeah.
You
I
watched
want Broski to win. What's your guy called?
it? Minwoo.
Yeah.
I would, mate. Is
Would he
Minwoo
be-
playing?
would
Yeah,
he be
Minwoo's
at-
playing in it.
Would he be at? Is the Masters like? How many
It's
people?
like Champions League.
How many people are at the Masters? How many players?
100?
What they have though, they have a lot of amateurs that play in this.
Yep.
Due to like the backstory about the Masters, the history of it. So they have a lot of amateurs, and then you have there's a particular trophy for the best performing amateur.
Yep.
Can I just say as well,
Yeah.
their social media admin has been fucking on fire. Like all of the stuff
Yeah,
they've been putting out is sick.
Mate, the stuff that you hear about the Masters is it's a different level of prestige, this thing. I'm not too sure how many golfers, but I would imagine it'll probably be something like 50 to 100, something like that. And it's like the top level,
I love how they're all doing the same pose.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, why is it all exactly the same, like post iron shot?
Let's analyze the swing, guys.
Yeah. So anyway, who you want McElroy?
Yeah, I'm having McElroy or Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah, I like. Yeah. Hey, Fleetwood would be great. We'd love to have that.
He'd actually be sick on the pod,
Yeah, oh, mate, it'd be brilliant. I tell you, anyone but a Yank, please.
Now, Ian Poulter would be class as well. He's definitely got stories.
I'm not even sure if he's there.
Who's
he
like?
not?
Who's
Oh, you mean
like,
on the pod?
On the pod.
Who's like the bookie's favorite to win the thing?
It got to be Scheffler.
Sorry, it's not Tom Lee, it's Tom Kim. I was thinking Min Woo
I thought you were
Lee.
making a joke about how he said it wrong. I thought you were making the thing.
Tom Kim. That's the bloke
Tom
I'm talking
Kim,
about.
I like him, but we just can't. I just don't want an American to win. Anyways, we don't want to talk too much golf because it's quite a niche little thing. Let me tell you though, I just went on a holiday to Turkey. Well, let me not say it's a holiday, by the way, because it's not a holiday.
You went to play golf.
It was filming, and that does. And don't get me wrong, hey, if I can film golf, what a treat. Mm-hmm. But went to Turkey with the boys for something new on the horizon. I'm not sure exactly how much we could talk about it, but what I will say is there is a new project, a golf project on the horizon. Myself, Simon, Josh, Lux, Randy. I've missed one person. Harry. It's a great lineup.
That should, whatever that project is going to do well, I think.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Anyways, we went out there, we filmed, we played golf, played night golf. Some of the pictures from there, wow.
That's crazy to me because I can't play golf during the day, so in the night it sounds stressful. Trying to find the ball.
Nah, it's floodlit. Everything looks like you're in a movie.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. But yeah, I just wanted a light touch on that one because I'm very excited for it. But yeah, man, look, that's 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 been it, man. What is there anything else you want to talk about? I think we waffled for long enough, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Of course, if you haven't already checked out Loaded, you get the podcast a day early, ad free. Everything on there is ad free. You get bonus a podcast, film reviews that we do, brand new podcast. It's his own show. Check it out on there. Go and let us know what you think to that. It's in beta right now.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy doing it?
I did, yeah. It was
Happy
weird
with it?
talking to myself though, but it was
That's
good.
fine.
It was good. It was, it was a nice chilled sit down.
If you were to give a one-liner, a sales pitch one-liner for people that have never listened to podcasts before, what is it?
Helps you go to sleep.
Right, top man. Thank you very much for that. Also, we
subscription.
made a small upgrade to the app where you can now lock your phone and listen to podcasts. That was one of the most requested things. You do have to press play once you lock it, but that's getting fixed really soon, so that it's now going to have to be where you just lock it and leave it. So we have like a semi-fix, but the full fix is en route. But we're always listening to your guys' feedback. Thank you very much to everybody that is over on Loaded. Thank you everyone that is listening on YouTube as well and supporting the boys. We will catch you all next time. Chip,
love you.
Drop a dime on him.
Love you. Oh, fuck, bro. You got
Bro, one dime. One motivational dime.
The day you plant the seed.
No, you've used that one. No, you've used that one, Chip.
Okay. At the end of the day, it's night.
No, use that one.
Fuck off.
Come on, bro.
That's not motivational.
You need the lock screen app.
I need this, man. Give me a fucking dime.
Keep working, especially on the days you don't want to.
Oh,
I like that.
Nab that
when
one.
you don't want to do something is the moment you should do it most.
I love that. All right. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you all next time. Don't forget to subscribe here. We have our clips channel. We have Loaded. Check it all out. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.